Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the Frontline Changes Report. Commander, do attack that like button with all your armor you can. Tank rush them, and also for those commanders that are new to the DPA army, do press the subscribe button because you need to sign to join the death squad. I mean join the DPA army. Anyway, there is a five frontline changes. Actually is a 7, but two of them is the same place. So we have Kliboke, Voschansk, Kalanina, Novy, Sokil. So we go to the Kharkiv front. The Ukrainian forces is on their Kharkiv counteroffensive, and it seems to gain some success over on both the Lipsy and the Voschansk sector. The Ukrainian forces are counter-attacking, and they have managed to capture these grounds at Kliboke, as Ukrainian forces are geolocated basically at the outskirts. So I zoom in a bit more so that we can actually see a bit better. So this is Kliboke, and the Ukrainian forces are geolocated here as they attack into the Kliboke, where it's already captured by the Russian forces, basically starting the battle of Kliboke Part 2. So this is the current situation over at Kliboke, and because there won't be any sit rep, I think today, because the Ukrainians didn't post a report, the Russians have posted a summary of the week, so there is no daily reports today. So the sit rep probably will be tomorrow. So just sum up a bit of the situation: the Ukrainian forces are counter-attacking over at Kliboke, as well as attacking in the north of Lipsy. So this is the current situation. The Ukrainians on the counteroffensive over at Kliboke. So the other frontline change is over at the Battle of Voschansk. At the Battle of Voschansk, Ukrainian forces now geolocated in a new location, showing that the Ukrainians have made some progress over in the center part of this Voschansk region. So otherwise, there is not much other details regarding the Battle of Voschansk. Both Ukrainians and the Russians are probably still on the offensive in some way, but I think the Russians are probably mostly on the defensive, and the Ukrainians are gaining a little bit of grounds, probably at high cost as well, because the Russians do have superior firepower in this area here. So that's all for the frontline changes over at the Kharkiv front. The next frontline change is over at the Bakhmut front, which is one of the other fronts that is very hot. So the Ukrainian forces have continued to chop off the dig. I mean chop off the Kalinina, the Russian this salient, and the Ukrainian forces geolocated here, showing that the Ukrainians have more control of Kalinina than we previously have mapped. And so the Russians probably by now may not even be in Kalinina. They might have already redrawn to more defendable positions. That is highly possible. But so this is the situation at Kalinina. Further south from the Kalinina, Russian forces, however, make progress in Novy. Russian forces at the furthest point geolocated in this building in the northern half of Novy. And then there's another geolocation around here, showing that the Russian forces have actually, made a huge incursion in the northern half of Novy. According to the Ukrainian mapping by Deep State UA, Russian forces have also taken the first few buildings in the south of Novy, which means that we are looking at almost half of Novy falling to the Russians, and so the fighting is still ongoing. The Russians are still on the offensive over at Novy, which is actually this neighborhood here on the eastern part of Chasivia. It's actually part of Chasivia, but it's a separate neighborhood because it's across the canal. They have its own name. It's called the Canal Micro District, or it's also known as Novy or Novoye. So that's all from this area. Just sum up, since we are already here, Russian forces. So Ukrainians are having more and more grounds at Kalinina, but there is no indication that they are on the offensive. It could be more of like the Ukrainians are taking over Russian abandoned positions. The Russians are, however, pushing at Novy, and they are attacking in the eastern part of Chasivia, as well as in Ivaniske and the southern part of Ivaniske. So this is the current direction that the Russians are pushing in this massive arrow towards the southern part of Chasivia and probably Stuposhki. So, and the next frontline change which is the last one, is going to be at Sokil. So this Sokil is at the Afghan front. In case you are lost, this is at the Afghan city. Now it's so hidden by all this layer of fats. No, just like my stomach. The Russian forces is geolocated in the center of Sokil. In case you hear some children, that is my neighbor's kids, but I'm not sure you can hear it or not. So anyway, the Russian forces are geolocated in the center. They drop off troops through a BTR and confirming Russian control of Sokil in this area here. This footage I have actually shared it on the DPA's Telegram channel. You should follow the DPA on Telegram. It's a very fascinating footage. It was basically a cavalry charge. You know, it's like those jostling, like, you know, the knights. You know, in the I'm not even sure it's a medieval era. So the two knights will charge each other, and then it looks like this. It's a Bradley vehicle charging along at each other with the BTR. They fire at each other as they rush towards each other. The BTR was hit, but it was not destroyed. The BTR then actually swerved around and went behind the Bradley. The Bradley just keep moving forward. And according to the description of the video, the Bradley's turret actually got stuck. It cannot turn anymore. It can only face forward. So probably the Bradley also got hit. Because they're charging each other, they're firing at each other. So as a result, the BTR managed to go around and it managed to land troops in the targeted area in the middle of Sokil. And I think all the infantry managed to get off, which is a miracle because they were fired upon by Bradley, which is incredible. And it's also weird that the BTR did not get destroyed, because in many other instances of such a mad rush, the Russian armored vehicle tends to get destroyed by Bradley, because Bradley have very powerful rapid fire of their auto turrets. And eventually the aftermath of the story was that the Bradley actually hit some mine and then it got destroyed, you know, by subsequent fire on this stationary vehicle. The Bradley crews ran away. I think there's around 2 to 3 crews managed to get away, but they are pretty deep in the Russian positions because they went into around this kind of area. So very fascinating thing. However, according to the Ukrainian report by Deep State UA, they say that no, the Banzai attack failed. Because subsequently the BTR got destroyed on a Ukrainian mine and whatnot. So it's all sort of weird. I'm not sure. Anyway, whatever it is, this is all depend on narrative. It's more important to just put it as what we can see on the geolocation. So on the wider scale of the ADFK front, we only have some reports. Based on our limited reports, we have the Russians attacking at Sokil, Yasnobrodivka, as well as in the area of Netelovy. So anyway, that's all for the Frontline Changes report. Do press the like button, subscribe, and so there will not be the sit rep. So enjoy your Saturday. It's Saturday now. It's around coming to noon for me. So I'll see you guys in the next update. And also check out the new video on the Russian brains. What are they actually thinking on the main channel. The link is here. Click it. See you guys.